what is going on, guys? My name is Slcmof and I am back again with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about a video that I just saw the comic book cast actually release, and it is about copyright on YouTube. And it's a massive issue. It's something that's been in the forefront for a long time, the last month or so, I would say. But this is particularly, cumbersome and relevant and pertinent to the kind of genre that he's making specifically, but also kind of videos that I make as well. We both make videos about Batman v Superman, and he does all kinds of different news stuff. And I've seen that this is a developing issue that has actually matured in the sense that it's gotten worse in the past few months. And what I mean by that is that he mentioned it in his video, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll just summarize his video in about 30 seconds. Essentially what he's explained is that he's getting a spew of videos that are not, uncompliant with fair use. In other words, they're completely legal, but they're getting copyright claims from Warner Brothers, DC Comics, primarily. He said about 90% of his copyright claims are from DC and Warner Brothers, and it's a massive issue. Warner Brothers copyrights everything, and I'll get into that in a little bit, and I'll share my experiences with that. But essentially what he's saying is that he had a Batman figure in the background of his video, and it was copyrighted apparently for that. He's had pictures of Arrow and Supergirl on his videos, and those have been copyrighted as well. It's not unusual. You may think that sounds ridiculous, but I've heard of it a lot of times. I know a lot of other YouTubers as well having these similar kinds of issues. And again, it is a YouTube issue, but it's also, on the other hand, a DC and Warner Brothers issue because they're ultimately the ones perpetrating it. And it's also the Content ID claiming system. For those of you unaware, somebody is not actually going through, this is what he said. He said in his video that people are going through his videos and claim. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, because he even mentioned in his own video that, there are, some of his videos get claimed before they're even uploaded. And that's the Content ID. In some cases, as he's referring to, people will, Warner Brothers employees will just search up Batman v Superman spoilers, and they'll just flag all the videos that have anything that they deem that they want to take down. The thing with YouTube is that with the Content ID claiming system and elsewhere, is that it's really biased towards the corporations. In other words, you as the individual, as a little guy, you have no power. And these corporations, they can go through and they can copyright claim your videos, take all your money, and then when you reverse it, when you file a counterclaim because you did nothing wrong, you're completely within your legal limits to use that content fairly. However, all I'm saying is that getting copyright claimed for having 5 seconds of Batman v Superman trailer footage to comment over and putting it in slow-mo and analyzing it in my videos, which has been copyrighted, is ridiculous. Having a picture of Supergirl in the comic book cast's videos and that getting copyrighted is equally, if not more, ridiculous. And, again, he mentioned the instance with a Batman figure in the background getting, I guess it's copyrighted content, but it's definitely, not illegal to do that. So, again, you're dealing with a lot of ridiculous stuff going on YouTube right now. But again, the real issue lies with the YouTube and also Warner Brothers, but the underlying issue as to why this is occurring is YouTube. Ultimately, the system that they have in place is broken, and it's one-sided towards the corporations. The individual has absolutely no control over what happens. So these corporations like, Warner Brothers, they can go through and falsely copyright claim anything they want, and they're not taking down your videos, and that's where you can get confused or misconstrued. They're not flagging your videos because you're using copyrighted content. They're not mad that you showed Supergirl footage in your reaction video. No. All they want is your money. They're not going to take your video down. No, they're not. They're not going to take your video down. They're going to stay up every single time. All they want is your money. They want your ad revenue. So what do? YouTube is already, the individual on YouTube is already at a disadvantage. First of all, every penny that you make on YouTube, 45% of it, of your ad revenue that you run on your videos, so the ad that you saw before this video, 45% of that goes straight to YouTube just for, I guess, letting me have a YouTube account. I don't know. I mean, there are service charges, there are expenses to running a big website like YouTube. I'm not saying that. So then after that, as a YouTuber, you get that 55%. Out of that 55%, whether it be YouTube, if that's your partnering agency or whatever, or any other MCN is going to take a cut of your money. They're going to take, probably 10%, maybe 20% if you, in some contracts, what have you. And if you're a smaller channel, even more, upwards of 40%. And then after that, you're paying taxes. So really, the YouTuber's probably keeping about 15 to 20%, or 20, 2 dimes out of every dollar they make, if you put it in perspective. So the odds are already stacked against you as an individual. And I've had the privilege of avoiding having to do a minimum wage job at McDonald's in substitute of just uploading videos, which I really enjoy doing and would do for free. But the thing is that it's not a viable career. It's just not. It is not a viable career at this current moment. Not to say that it can't be in a few years, but YouTube needs to make some radical changes. And the real thing that YouTube needs is accountability. They cannot just go around and copyright striking videos with pictures from a television show in them. That's absurd. It's ridiculous. And yet you file a counter dispute, and what happens is the 30 days in between when your file is claimed incorrectly or unjustly, it takes 30 days for that to be overturned. And if Warner Brothers DC don't respond in that 30 days, then you get your monetization back. But guess what? It gets better. That 30 days when they falsely copyright claimed your video and took all of your money for no reason, they get to keep all of it, every single penny. And of course, the first 30 days of your video are going to be the most profitable. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of views 5 months down the line on a new Supergirl episode. In fact, the majority of those views are going to come in the first 48 hours of that video going up. So it's really broken. I mean, you guys may not understand from a view. It's completely broken. It's the next level edition of scammy. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I can't even put into words how absurdly terrible the copyright system is on YouTube. And again, it's so one-sided. It's so anti-content creator, I guess is the only way to put it. I mean, it's just so one-sided towards the corporations. It's all about making the corporations extra money. I'm starting to sound like a Bernie Sanders guy over here. I don't hate business or corporations or anything like that, but when they're falsely claiming your videos and then taking all your money when you're dealing with these multi-billion-dollar corporations, and the money in my videos is going to my college tuition or whatever, and the money that the comic book cast makes from his videos is probably going towards his damn food. And they're taking that money, and it's just ridiculous. It's next level absurd. You can't even underestimate how broken the system is, and YouTube does not care. When you file this counter dispute and you say, I got copyright claim for no reason, this makes no sense, they don't, pursue Warner Brothers like, hey, I think you guys falsely claimed this. No, it's not like that. It's not like that, man. They don't file a claim because they know that they have no actual reason to have copyright claimed your video, so they don't file a dispute or anything. They don't counter dispute, and YouTube doesn't resolve it. No. They just take your money for 30 days, and then after the 30 days, it's like, okay, we already got the majority of the ad revenue this video will ever make. Thank you. We're done now, and you can go back to resuming the next 1,000, maybe 2,000 views max that you're going to get on this month-old television show episode that you just reacted to. It's all our money now. Thank you very much. From an outside perspective, everything may be looking fine and dandy. You're seeing these YouTubers, they're getting a lot of views, everything is going good, but on the surface, and most likely what's actually happening is that these YouTubers, they're not making very much money, and thankfully not very many of my videos get claimed because I mostly just do pictures and stuff like that, but even then that can get claimed. That's vulnerable to getting claimed. But even if that's not the case, most of the time I do videos off video games, and that's pretty good. Warner Brothers is pretty good about not copywriting video game stuff. When it comes to movies, forget it. And trailers, I mean, trailers, honestly, should they even be copywriting trailers? I don't know. Maybe not. I just feel like if somebody's reacting to it, then that's like spreading publicity for them. I guess they want all the money too. I don't know. So yeah, Comic Book Cast, what he said is he's going to actually delete the videos that get claimed so that he he doesn't make any more money for Warner Brothers, and that's good. I think that's good. That's what you should do. That should be the accurate response. Just private the video if they're going to claim it and take it, take all the money. But really, again, the underlying issue is with YouTube, because any corporation can do this, and you're going to start seeing more do it. They're going to abuse the system to make money, to maximize profit, because ultimately, again, the odds are stacked against you as the individual on YouTube, and they're really stacked in favor of the corporations and the companies. Claim it, take all your money, and then say thank you. That's pretty much how it works. So, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is a serious issue, and I wanted to explain it for some of you not understanding why there's going to be a serious decline in the amount of DC YouTubers in the next couple months. It's because full-time YouTubers, such as the Comic Book Cast, I believe Comic Book Cast and Armin, I think he is a full-time YouTuber, and this is like his main living. I mean, why is he going to waste his time? Why would you do that for free when you can do it for Marvel, maybe even get more views, and they don't copyright it, and you can actually put pictures of those characters in your video and not get claimed. So really, you're just going to see a serious decline in the amount of DC content creators. Me personally, I'm going to seriously shrink back on Batman v Superman coverage because I don't want to make these cronies any money. Are you kidding? I don't want to make them any money. So when I show 5 seconds of trailer footage that is indefinitely spliced down and slowed down and edited and completely within fair use, legal fair use, and they copyright claim it, so then I'm just making them money for something my hard work that they have no right to do, no legal authority to do. And then when I file a counterclaim, YouTube blatantly ignores the fact that they're completely out of their legal right to do so, and they get all the money, and then 30 days later they're like, okay, this video is the majority of the views it's going to get, but thank you for the money, we appreciate it. So it's ridiculous. I can't even put into words. Again, I'm just rambling, so I'm going to end the commentary here, but I really do want to let the rest of you guys know what's kind of going on YouTube. It's a very, content creators are very aware, maybe the viewers are not, but landscape, comic book, movie coverage, and entertainment, everything like that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Keep that in mind. I'm not saying that, there's anything you can do about it, because really there's not even anything that we can do about it. There's not anything that any YouTuber can do about it, because again, the odds really are stacked against your favor. So that's just kind of how the way it is. Hopefully we're going to see change soon, but I'm going to continue to make a stand against everything that I can and, make my position well known. That's about all I can do, really, and I think that's all you can do as well. So anyway, guys, hope you all have enjoyed the video, and if you did, feel free to like the button. My name is Slcmof, and we will see you in the next one.